Ladies and gentlemen, we've been gone for way too long. It's been 24 hours since we were last here at Martinsville. Well, 24 hours later, we're back. We got the Three Rock series. Maybe Fredericks is here. We got the Three Rock series coming at you. The Race of Champions for Three Wide Racing League. 200 laps tonight. Martinsville Speedway. Super late models. Should be exciting to say the least. In the booth tonight, we got myself, we got Thomas Morris, we got Trey Landry, and we have everybody's current or future favorite Canadian, Matt the Hot Rod Kingston, joins us tonight. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Doing fantastic, Wendell. Because you can tell by my voice, I am really up on the chip.
I am excited for tonight. First race I get to call here in the Three Wide Racing League and the Three Rock Series at Martinsville, the best track on the circuit. So, see some good racing here tonight.
I hope it's good racing. Because last night, not so much.
Well, like Corey Lindsay said in the driver's notes today, Trey, they can only go up from here.
Very true.
Well, gentlemen, we got let me just restart that. Normally here in the Three Rock series, they do random starting grids. However, iRacing broke that. And by broke that, I mean made it broken. So that's not working. So basically what they're doing, they decided to go ahead and do 2-lap qualifying. We'll go ahead and slot them in as they run. Currently, Peter Short sitting atop the chart with a 19.3.
I hear he was pretty quick last night, Wendell.
Indeed he was, before mishaps collected him.
Yeah, so was that guy in that 18 car, Paul Ross, currently P2.
Corey Lindsay, P3 on the board. Jess Story, Kevin Finn, Sam Close. They're all pretty much... Actually, a couple of those guys picked up from practice.
Big pickup for Paul
Kevin,
Ross and Peter Short.
Yeah, well, Kevin and Sam were in 11th and 14th in practice. Only sitting 5th and 6th.
Check out hopefully they can keep it. No, after watching last night's broadcast, Kevin Finn definitely does not want to start at the back of the field tonight. Like to avoid the mayhem that was back there, I think.
I felt like he got lucky last night, though. He recovered and still finished second, which was circumstances, I know, but... The laps are awful quick here, Wendell. They pretty much have qualified everybody. I think that's going to turn a lap.
They have indeed. It looks like 13 cars have completed a time lap. How many do we have that have not?
Got about 4 or 5 guys who still haven't turned the lap. Not sure. Well, Carlos.
Looks like we got Chad Brown, Nick Miller, Carlos Acosta, Corey Lindsay, and Cody Wright. Not
Speaking of the devil, 2-car on the track right now. Oh, looks like he tapped the wall a little bit there. That's not going to count.
Oh, and same thing with Cody Wright. Looks like a little contact has disqualified his qualifying attempts.
He's still got a lap in though. I believe he was out there turning race laps as well.
Okay, gotcha.
Doing the old strategy we've seen in other races where people get a little extra practice time. Fixed setup as always, so no real tweaks can be made just to your driving line, and 50% fuel tonight, boys. So a little bit shorter fuel runs than we saw at the first race in Atlanta.
Well, now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it before we begin. 200 laps tonight. It's a long race. Pretty much every one of these drivers was here last night, so they were witness to the events that occurred. Hopefully after sleeping on it, maybe making some, we'll say, needed adjustments, and maybe we'll have some pretty quality green flag racing here tonight.
One can only hope.
Odd choice by the winner, our previous winner in this series, Cameron Rich, not taking a lap or didn't complete his lap, so odd to start in the back of the pack here.
Well, as we already know, with Cameron Rich, we have a dedicated viewer, Jessica, hanging out in the chat. She already wished him luck. Maybe he's setting it up for coming from the back to win type
Ooh.
situation.
Well, he hit the wall, it appears, in both of his laps in qualifying, so that's not how you want to start the night.
No, that's definitely.
Oddly enough, they seem to be hitting it out of 4 a lot, so I don't know if they're pushing real hard to get out of 4. I know people think this track looks exactly the same on both ends, but it's technically not. 3 and 4 is a little different than 1 and 2.
Slight variations.
It's a little downhill drive into 3, which is hard to pick up from the eye, but it's just enough to change the braking point of the car. And with all the rubber buildup as well, that's probably going to change how you're going to have to drive, not only at the start, but once we get 50 to 100 laps in, especially if we see a lot of green flag running. As we have the drivers' meeting going off, Mr. Wendell.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that audible for the viewers at home.
The admin's having a little fun saying, let's shoot for less than 16 cautions tonight to start off the drivers' meeting.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Well, without Eric and Andrew Mickey here, I'm sure we'll have at least 4 or 5 less.
Yeah, I was gonna say without the as one of them's in chat with us as without the Mickey brothers, hey, we might actually go green. Yeah, that's not fair. I shouldn't say that. It wasn't Eric's fault that his brother dumped him.
Oh, we should get Eric to mention that in the chat. How'd that go down at your homestead last night there?
Yeah, Eric, how much blood was shed? Be interested to find out.
My guess is quite a bit. I know I wouldn't be very impressed.
Well, I'll say this: I haven't heard
What occurred?
anything from Andrew today, so.
Oh, that's true.
Now, not that I typically do, but you know.
Oh, you're not BFFs with Andrew?
No.
He'll share a lot of Batman stickers with you.
Batman's not terrible. But I guess we'll just show him the unofficial results of qualifying. Peter Short continuing his fast pace from last night along with Paul Ross. Corey Lindsay flipping the script from last night. He started in the back last night. Looks like he's going to start close to the front tonight.
Yeah, we didn't mention that's a pretty decent pickup for old Peter Short there from practice to qualifying.
Oh, we got Eric Mickey coming in, and I quote, "I'm not in the chat anymore, a-holes."
That's rude.
That's pretty funny considering you just typed that in the chat.
Technically, he could have a bot.
Well, his bot technically just responded with a very personal response.
Well, you know,
I would just say that's a typical response from a Trump supporter.
Oh, got him. You know, we did. Matter of fact, last week we did have a spectator whose wife or girlfriend thought that the chat was fake. If you guys remember that.
Only thing fake here is our. I don't know. There's really nothing fake about us. This is it. This is what you get.
Yeah, just to address that statement, Eric, that's probably the same thing that I would tell my brother after I basically dumped him going into the corner. But, just putting that out there.
Corey, just clarifying. Oh no, he ran you over.
I can hear Corey Bunch saying that too. Oh no, he ran you over.
I can hear Corey now. He should have pumped the brakes.
Right.
Oh,
well,
Eric, a little spicy there. One of many. Oh.
We'll have to. Maybe there's a way we can do something different with this, so we don't have to bring you 10 minutes of silence. Actually, there is one thing we can do.
Left.
There is one thing we can do, gentlemen. If you hold on one moment, you will see.
Uh-oh.
All right, and we're back. Now, typical Monday nights are going to have us showing you the Cold Hard Art series. However, tonight is a different night. We're running 3 Rock super late models at Martinsville.
Yeah, I know they kind of alternate their schedules just a little bit to accommodate certain cars and track combos, I believe.
All right, Wendell. You ask, you shall receive.
Oh,
Fastest in practice, pole sitter, Peter Short. How's it going tonight, bud?
Doing pretty good tonight. The car is a little tight, and that's just the way I like it.
all right. Well, Peter, with my experiences with women and machining, tight tolerances are indeed preferred.
Let me tell you, as an engineer, I know good tight tolerances are quite a skill.
Absolutely. Well, Peter, we saw an incredible amount of speed from you last night. Obviously, you're sitting on pole. Pretty sure you led most of practice, if not all of it. Are we, barring any catastrophic failures from behind you, are you going to be able to keep it out front all night?
We'll see. Definitely wasn't able to get a long run in, so that's kind of an unknown for me at the moment. From the sounds of things, looks like tire wear is going to be a factor tonight. Definitely, we're on the chip early on in the run down the front and back straightaway, but as the run goes on, we're no longer going to be on the chip from what I've heard. So that's definitely going to be an interesting factor in tonight's race.
Yeah, how much is that chip hitting the chip concern you about maybe oil temps or water temps at the early stage of the race?
It's definitely I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it because you're on the chip for quite a long way. You're on the chip from basically start finish line all the way down into turn 1, and just got to keep an eye on it. As the run progresses, hopefully it won't be on the chip as much.
Yeah, kind of some uncharacteristic mistakes from your teammates Cameron Rich and Drew Eisman in qualifying. Looked like they both got into the wall. Their laps didn't count. Are they going to be a factor in tonight's race?
I don't think you can count either of them out tonight. Cam started basically dead last in that 3 Rock race at Atlanta last time out, and he was able to win the thing. So definitely don't count them out. This is a track where you can use pit strategy to get up to the front and staying out under a pit stop, and I think they'll make it up to the front here before halfway.
All right, and who do you think your biggest competitor is going to be tonight? Who do you think you have to beat to win this race?
I can't count out Cameron. Cameron's really fast, so that number 17 car got to keep him in my mirror all night.
All right, Peter, before I let you go, anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Just want to give a shout out to Drew Eisman and bring me over here, having a lot of fun. So hopefully we can bring it home tonight.
All right, Peter. Congrats on the pole. Good luck during the race tonight, man. Have a good one.
Thank y'all. Y'all have fun up here.
Now, you know what, Thomas? I'd like to tell him, you better watch out for that number 18 of Paul Ross. He showed a lot of speed last night in the Nathan Young design cars. Showed a lot of speed tonight. I think he's somebody we need to watch out for.
Yeah, without a doubt. I know he showed a lot of short run speed last night. I'm hoping he maybe figure that out tonight to keep the car underneath him. He made a couple mistakes last night. One of them hitting the wall off at 2 that kind of ended his night, really. But definitely a threat. I mean, he was a threat. We saw all the way back to preseason testing with Paul Ross. So I don't think you ever want to count him out.
No, especially where what Peter said there, where the might have to start managing the car a little bit more in the longer runs. Might be interesting to see who can be a kind of a sleeper here tonight. They can manage the car, keep the rear tires together, and might be able to drive past them, barring we have no issues with long here tonight.
Gentlemen, as I look through the driver list here, I see a whole bunch of names that are essentially capable of winning this race tonight.
That's why it's the 3 Rock Series, Wendell.
3 Rock, coming at you live.
I don't think any of us have really turned a whole lot of laps in a super late model around Martinsville or any
Speak for
track.
yourself.
Okay, I will. Well, I haven't turned a whole lot of laps around Martinsville Super Late Model, but if they're already complaining about tight and you're gonna burn the fuel load off, I got a feeling you're gonna want to make sure you take care of the front tires a little bit more than the rear tires tonight.
That is true.
Solid
Which
point.
means backing the corners up, getting that old Denny Hamlin roll to the center, and then powering off without just burning the right front off.
Definitely true, because you'll run into some big issues coming off these corners. Well, even getting into the corners, you won't be able to get down to the middle, or the bottom rather, and roll through the middle. But see what happens. Anyway,
Yeah, we
should be
saw it
interesting.
last night too, Trey. Leaving the door open a little bit can cause major havoc for you.
Go,
Yeah, especially if Carlos Acosta is on your back bumper.
gentlemen. We have a grid.
Ooh. Well, the qualified window, so your grid button's gonna work.
Don't have a particular camera that I would like to have. Maybe we can get that to you during a commercial break. But since we got it, we're gonna do it. Here it comes. Boom! The grid. We got Peter Short. Just got done talking with him. He's your pole sitter tonight, putting out a 19.358 with Paul Ross piloting that 18. He's rolling off P2 for you guys.
Rolling off P3 is the league admin, the head honcho, Corey Lindsay, one of his best qualifying runs of the season so far. And outside of him, Richard Hines, looking to turn his luck around a little bit.
Yeah, rolling off P5 is number 7 of Jeff Story, and rolling P6 is that 14 Kevin the Flying Finn.
Running P7 and 8 tonight, we have Sam Close in the number 5, and 3 of Mike Stevens.
All right, gentlemen, rounding out your top 10, we got Race the Raceman Clark. He's going P9 tonight in the 22 car with Nick Miller piloting the 9 car rolling off 10.
And in the world famous number 88 car, Rusty Webb going to roll off P11, and outside of him in the 12 car, starting P12, Matt Hackenthorn.
And driver of that number 2, he's looking to accost the field, is Carlos Acosta. And to his outside, Wade Lear in that number 03.
Starting P15, the last car to take a time, Cody Wright in the 38. And outside of him, the 17 of Cameron Rich.
All right, and rounding out your field, we got Drew Eisenman. He's rocking the 77 tonight. Of course, a guy in chat, Corey Bunch, he's also a 77 lover. Maybe Corey and Chad will bring him some luck. And Chad Brown rolling off P18. And then, of course, David Cordy, your in-race admin.
Well,
All right,
they
boys.
rolling.
2 laps of pacing, and then we're going to get her done.
Better to kick this thing off, see what kind of racing we can get here from the 3 Rock Series. I know it's the best of the best here in the Wide Racing League.
And I'm sure the race control is giving them a thorough talking to tonight, saying, look, boys, these are easier cars. Same track as last night, but easier cars, a little bit slower speeds. See if we can get some good racing in here and not bend all the cars up before the next race.
True, and the lights off in the pace car here. Excited for this.
We have the fans standing in front of the camera. We're going to have to do something about them. We have to tell them to sit down or something.
Rowdy fans.
Yeah.
Probably eating their hot dogs.
All right, well, here they come. Peter Short taking them to the green.
Nice jump from the front row. Ooh, 18 was going to shut the door, didn't do it though.
That top line is definitely not rolling with this setup they have in the car tonight.
That'd be the good old Martinsville fixed, Matt.
That would be.
Like we said, 50% fuel, so I'm sure it's already snugger than what the a full fuel load would be in it. So.
I believe the phrase you were looking for was snugger than a hair in a biscuit.
Not familiar with that one. Yeah, my snug phrase was not TV friendly. So.
Yeah, it's So far, so good. Looks like the top 4 or 5 have leveled out single file.
Well, we saw this last night too. The top guys were like, let's just get out here and get laps and not worry about it. And the back half of the field was like, I want to get to the front.
Carlos Acosta looking underneath the 88 here.
So
To make a move in the 3.
First battle was Kevin Finn, but I believe he's going to clear Richard. Yeah.
That's going to allow the 22 to come down low, maybe the 9 as well.
Now, Trey, we talked about momentum last night. I gotta believe these cars are an even bigger factor with momentum.
Yeah, without a doubt, especially these cars hitting the chip early in the run at the start-finish line. You need all the momentum you can get.
For all you Cameron Rich fans, already up to P12 on the grid.
Well,
Acosta moved over there, it looks, on the front stretch. And let the
if he only has one fan, we already know she's here tonight, cheering him on.
Without a doubt. That was actually a pretty veteran move there from the 2 car. Just let him go around the outside, ease up a little bit, not costing a whole lot of time to anybody. Maybe he's learned from his wicked ways of last night, Trey.
Maybe.
Looking at the race here, we
He'll
have
pay me
200
points on
laps.
lap 10. So.
We have 200 laps here. It's time to just kind of settle in, I think. And
Looks like we got Richard Hines working on the back bumper of Race Clark there in the 22.
That 88 of Rusty Webb was able to move into the top 10, get around Mike Stevens. Like he caught the wall just a little bit, letting Rusty get by, and Cameron's going to follow suit.
Yeah, so he was letting him open the hole and he followed him right through.
Cameron's moving up quite quickly here. I'm going to suspect he's going to be in the top 5 in at least 25 laps. I wouldn't.
Ooh, you'll learn not to make predictions here, Matt. Your feelings will get quickly hurt with your wrong predictions.
Now, for those of you at home watching, the good news is we're not in NBC. We're not going to take a commercial break after 10 laps.
Well,
That'll be 11 and a half.
I think they made it to 17 on Fox this week.
Oh,
That's long.
But it was green, so it's really not that long.
we got Cameron Rich putting it down low on the 88 over Rusty Webb there.
Yeah,
Picking his way up through here.
it's put him in the top 10.
Taking the no prisoners approach.
16th to 10th in 10 laps, or 12 laps, not bad.
Oh, and as we ride on his roof cam, you can hear just how smooth he is on the throttle.
Big difference here I found at Martinsville is when you have somebody that likes the track, find a way around here. But if you have somebody that absolutely hates the track, they will have much bigger issues, I find, no matter what kind of car they have.
Without a doubt. If you don't have the rhythm or the passion to run this place, it's usually a long night for you.
I can attest to that. I hate this place.
Especially with a fixed setup where you can't tweak it to your liking to maybe make up for some disadvantages you may have here to maybe make it turn better. But if it's a fixed set, you're kind of just stuck with a little bit of brake bias and hope you can find something during the race.
That's going to be the biggest thing here I've seen. It's going to be whoever can adjust to the setup also. It doesn't matter if you like the track. You actually have to have a little feel for the setup. But adjust to the setup, you'll be flying. Just like Cameron Rich is here right now, passing another car, putting himself P9. He's knocking on the back bumper here at the 9.
Yeah, we just saw the 9 get around the 87, so I believe 87's struggling just a little bit here. You see that 17 car too, Matt. He's just rolling the bottom.
Exactly what you want to do here, and that'll also probably save your right front tire from too much abuse and good in the long run also.
As we see Richard Hines with some pretty heavy right front damage. He's going to lose that spot to the 88 here, either this lap or next lap.
And he's got 3 cars behind him, so it's possible that 87 or Richard
Oh, we
Hines
get
might
trouble
lose
there.
3 spots.
The 7's around in turn 2.
we have a bunch of
Five.
collected
Couple
cars.
cars collected.
9, the 5. Looks like Cameron was able to get it stopped.
Looks like
77
the
a little
5 just
bit
turned the 7.
damage there when he's trying to get slowed up for it.
Oh,
Somebody came by and
wow.
clipped him there.
9 just kind of ran into that one after it got settled.
Yeah, it looks like the 5 of Sam Close just got into the corner a little too hot.
That's interesting, Wendell, because he did the same thing to him in practice, and you think you might would have not done that in the race.
So we're gonna watch it from the roof cam.
What it looks like here, not too many of the cars involved
Yeah, just
has
ever
bad damage.
so slight with the contact and piled him in.
I'd say probably the biggest hit is actually the 9 and the 22, which weren't really involved in this wreck. This kind of came into it. 17 just had to stop, as well as a few others. 87, who else was that? 38, all just kind of stopped to wait for the wreck to clear.
That is the worst thing at this track too, is when there's a wreck that happens. Oh, most of the leaders come in except for the leader. Second, third, and fourth pull into the pits, and 5 of Sam
Ooh,
Close stayed out.
That's going to come back to bite Peter, I believe.
Yeah, as important as they were talking about tires being, that I think you're nail on the head, Thomas. I think that's going to bite him right in the rear end. And I don't mean the one attached to the car.
63 take 2 tires there?
It looks like they were waiting for pit road to be open. They have missed pit road. That or just coming down and getting fuel.
No, he took 4. I'm sorry. He must be telling the late lap there.
All right. Well, we're gonna pause right here for just 1 second while we attempt to fix a camera issue. We will be right back. All right, welcome back. As lights are out on the pace car.
Lights
But they're coming back on for one more lap here.
Oh, lights come back on.
But we're trying to get the field caught back up.
Trey, you were saying something right as we were coming back from break.
Yeah, it looked like Rusty Webb and Cameron Rich both just took 2 tires. So move Rusty Webb up to P2 and Cameron Rich up to P3. Looks like everybody behind Cameron took 4 tires.
I'm going to say that might be a good call here, because really, the tires you're going to wear the most, especially on that run, which was, 20 laps, would be the right side tires. So if they took right sides only, that might prove to be a smart call, because there's not that many laps on the tires, and you're really putting a lot of stress on that right side going through the corners. The pace car dives into pit road.
Here's the best news, Matt. We're fixing to find out. Peter brought him down real slow there.
Flag comes out there. Another
Big
good
jump. Cameron Rich is going to take advantage of the 88 slow start. He's going to move up into second.
Ooh, Rusty
Big
Webb is
3
up
wide.
the hill big
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
3 wide for the 3 wide guys.
Now we saw the 18 kind of, he was matching pace with the 33, just couldn't really pass him. Definitely probably going to try and take advantage of these 4 freshies and get around him. As soon as the 17 makes his move or gets past as well.
Looks like we got Corey Lindsay attempting to make the power move around the outside of the 2 car.
Brad Keselowski coming back here.
You watch one cup race, now everybody thinks they're an outside hero.
Paul Ross looks inside on the 17 of Cameron Rich.
He's going to get it and going to lose another spot there to the 14.
Maybe the 4
Possibly.
tires was the best call. I might be wrong on that one.
It's definitely looking that way.
I think the 17 probably should have took 4 because he kind of charged the field there, and he really wasn't slow by any means, Trey. I think he could get away with taking 4.
Well, the thing is, 20 laps into a 200 lap race, if you're going to take 2 tires, now's the time to do it.
Without a doubt.
And the track position paying off for him, up from like P16 to P4 currently.
Kevin Finn there knocking on the door of Paul Ross, and
Knocking on the left rear quarter panel.
Good save.
Say I was there. It was a beautiful save there from the 18. Like you said there, Thomas, he had the door open, but
Yeah,
there's
you
actually
can't-
no hole.
He did the old Jimmy Johnson arc there. You can't leave that door open and not expect people to stick it in there.
Everything's sorted out there, and Karen Rich back up to P3 from that little exchange.
Yeah, get back around Kevin Finn there. It's like, thank you, sir. I'll take that one.
Here's something. Carlos Acosta is way into 6, I believe, here now. Starting position of
P5?
13. P5.
Oh, sorry, P6. I reset there.
That's a good pickup for him. Sure. No, here in Martinsville, you do not want to be at the back of the field because it's going to be hard to make your way through unless you have a, well, in this case, a driving style that suits this setup.
33 already getting a little defensive with that line in turn 1 there. That's probably going to cost him on exit. Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, he's kind of getting his lunch eaten off the exit of the corner. I think those 30 lap tires are starting to show a little bit.
And what we see typical here, Trey, is he starts holding up the guys behind him and just keeps stacking them up, and then next thing you know, the guy in 5th place is getting a run and kind of gets ran over.
Yeah.
Decent little battle up front here between the top 4. Evan Finn, Cameron Rich, Paul Ross.
The top 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Getting around him.
You're short with the no tires. Oh, a little slide there from Ross going into the corner. But he gathered her back up, and away we go.
He's not going to be able to do that too many times with the likes of Cameron Rich behind him.
Definitely not. These guys are quick for sure.
It's almost like, that Paul Ross needs to kind of back his corner up a little bit, see if he can cut it down. And I think if he could pull that off, he could really get Peter Short off on the exit of the turn.
For sure, Trey, because what I've seen been happening here a couple of times, in the center of the corner, he's kind of close it in, but on the center, guy in front, you can't get back to the gas, and that means you can't either unless you don't mind ruffling a few feathers.
Yeah, there's no sense in charging the corner this early. You're not going to outbrake the guy. So you need to focus on getting through the center better than him. But leaving enough space that when you do get through the center better than him, you can get the drive off. That thing I can never figure out how to do here, pretty much.
You're a road guy. This place should be second nature to you.
This has no correlation to a road course.
Yeah. Well, other than the straightaways are flat.
Well,
Oh, it's a little contact.
Yeah, I think that 18 car is getting a little impatient.
He's letting him know.
night.
At one bump.
I can't really blame him.
He's letting him know, hey, Val, I'm here.
12 car, Hackathorn around.
Backing up the back stretch, or front stretch.
So it looks like we're
5 car, a little contact
going
again.
the wrong way down the back straightaway, just trying to get it whipped around there. Actually,
Ooh,
not
what's
a
up,
not a bad idea for him to stay on the lead lap by doing that. But
no, that is a good idea for sure. The 5 looks like he just overcooked the corner a touch on entry and came up and
Yeah, that's 2 tonight.
touched the door of the 12.
That was just getting good up front too, boys.
Yes, it was. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if Peter Short pulls into the pits for some.
oh yeah, looks like
Actually,
Sam
there we go.
Close. Sam Close may have touched the apron just a smidge.
When the leader man came in, Paul Ross said, "No, thank you. I want the clean air."
Costa staying out as well as Mike Stevens. Oh, looks like Mike Stevens is 1 lap down. He will be your wave around.
I believe some of these guys may have gotten caught by that first pit lane trip there, Wendell. You know how you kind of get caught if you take 4 tires, you can't get back out in front of the pace car. So
Indeed.
lessons learned. I believe Chad Brown also a lap down already. Haven't talked much about him. Must be off night for the old Brown, the Brown family of racing. What's his team name? Top
88,
performance.
77, 33, 14, 17, and the 90. Coming up in that order.
Only 3 cars, possibly.
It looks
No,
like
2
Carlos
cars, yeah.
Acosta being safe with his pit stops tonight. He waits till the second lap to come down.
That is a good idea because you do not want to get trapped lap down, especially with there has not been many cautions. Even though we're working lap 41 here now, but you would think that it's going to be quite a clean race. That term, about a lap down and having to kind of work your way back.
I want to see if Paul Ross is going to be able to do what Peter Short did on old tires, hold off the field. If he's going to be able to keep his position, as he's the only car out there that hasn't pitted.
I think he'll be, well, it's about the same run. It's about another 20 laps on tires there, so. Interesting strategy.
Eric Mickey in chat pointing out that there doesn't seem to be as much anger as there was last night. I think
We've also cut the field in half, so.
we'll cut the field in half, and I think maybe even lessons learned.
Yeah, I think Eric might be onto something. It's kind of got a relaxed feel to it tonight so far. Still a long way to go.
All right, well, we've stacked them up too wide. We got lights out on the pace car, gentlemen. We're going to go back green. We're already slated to have less than half the cautions we did last night.
Don't you
Just
jinx
fair
us.
window.
Ooh. As pace car is down, they wrap around 3 and 4. Paul Ross going to lead him to the green here. He's gone!
Ooh.
Well, snaking on the bottom line there.
Lindsay got into a little bit of a get there with Kevin Finn on the inside. Looks like Finn didn't go, and Lindsay wanted him to. No harm, no foul though. Just a little bit of contact.
Much better jump for the 88 that time. Didn't overcook turn 1. Got a hold of second place.
Indeed, as we see Cameron Rich trying to get himself down to the bottom lane, unable to do it. It's going to allow Corey Lindsay to come on through.
Big power move
Almost.
by Peter Short. He was able to pass Drew
little
Eisman on the
contact there.
outside.
Yeah, Corey Lindsay not willing to give the position to the 17.
Not clear, bro.
Yeah, Carlo. I don't mean Acosta.
So the 33 is already back up to second position, so.
Now we'll see if he can use those 4 freshies better than Paul Ross did on that last restart when the roles were reversed.
I say he might say, remember me? Look how you were bumping out of the way? Yeah, I'm back.
Big move there on Carlos Acosta coming into 3, put him up to P7.
Yeah, we know the 17 has speed. He's got to get up past a couple of these guys and get the right kind of pit strategy.
Yeah, also, not getting caught on the outside would help his situation a lot.
Little driver battle between the 17 and 90 going on right now. Wendell just hashing out. Nothing, no beef there.
Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it.
Well, I mean, you can take my word to the bank, sir.
Oh.
Which they'll tell you to get out.
Just hand him this note and stand there quietly.
Oh, 33
Big
looking.
run, yep, big run. He's got the inside line here. It looks like Paul's not going to fight him too much. Move Peter Short back up to the front.
And while that was taking place, the 17 able to get around the 90. That's going to allow the 2 to come by him as well.
Yeah, that 17 is definitely on a rail here so far. Done nothing but go forward for the most part.
Now, I suspect with the clean track and force fresh tires, Peter Short's going to be able to stretch it out a little bit here.
It's the 14 of the Flying Finn looks down low on Eisenman.
Teammates there.
Oh, there's no teammates here, Trey.
Oh, that's right. There's no teammates in 3 Rock.
Just associates.
Just to point something out, the 17 actually ran one of the fastest laps that lap in traffic.
As he got into the back of the
Bump.
77 right there.
Pardon me.
Put the 17 up to the top 5 at that pass.
Yeah, he actually ran faster than the leader one lap, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he is still on that no prisoner strategy. As Acosta comes up and taps the back bumper of the 77 as well.
Now, we saw Drew have some trouble at Daytona. I'm sure he's looking to keep all 4 wheels on the ground here at Martinsville. Gonna say Rusty Webb still hanging in there, P3. You know, we've seen him do the tire gamble here twice, so it's paying off for him.
Costa's been looking inside. Oh, the 77 throws a block hit
Big
on there
block.
going into 3. I believe Costa's not going to take that too kindly.
Well, I don't
call
think
that
the 77
defensive drive.
enjoyed getting smacked in the rear end in the middle of the corner.
Oh, that would possibly anger him a little bit. No, it would me.
Nationwide stuff.
Yeah.
See that video? Gonna got that stat.
No, you can find that on OCR TV.
Oh, that's not good.
Got that stats taking a break this week.
I don't know why, Thomas.
Yeah, it can't be that hard making videos.
Every day.
I tell you who's not making it look hard tonight, the 17 car.
Picking him up and putting him
Actually,
down.
Kind of stuck behind the 88 and 14 here. I'm sure he's thinking about how he can make the move, but maybe he doesn't want to
yeah.
use his car.
The two.
The 2 and the 77.
The two
Using
just
that old chrome
running
board.
right into the back of the 77, letting him know.
He's
This
going
is-
to block him again.
That
Yeah.
77's not letting him by. This might end ugly.
I think the 90 missed the corner to make sure he didn't get involved in that.
I can't blame him.
Idea.
Boys, it's still early. No need to be blocking that hard. And we
Well,
know the 2 Trey. He's going to be hot.
Well, like I said,
yeah.
I think the 77 a little upset with an earlier bump in the middle of the corner from the 2.
Well, I think your point's been made.
And
And then some.
you're in a pretty precarious position.
He's gonna
And
dump
there
him
you go.
right
There we
here.
go. Yep, dumped him.
Let him know he didn't like that. Ooh, there's
Still
some
green.
contact, no yellow.
There's
There it
There we
is.
go.
77 got the worst end of that for sure.
I don't know if we could have called a wreck better or not. I mean, you could see that coming 15 laps.
Yeah. Yes, Eric, I think Acosta has hit pound that ass mode.
Now this might be an interesting battle throughout the night because we're only working lap 62 here, and I know Eisenman's going to be back up in the mix there with Acosta.
Well,
We'll see if
if I'm in race control, I'm already telling those two, look, cut it out.
That's true.
This is not your night to be dicking around and wrecking everybody.
Yeah, it's
So-
interesting. Didn't hear anything coming over the driver's chat about that, so
As Acosta
Everybody-
making an interesting move here by staying out.
Oh boy.
that might not be the best plan. I know I've been wrong in my other 2 assumptions here, but I
Well,
would
what's
stay
funny
out
is
now.
these cautions are coming in like 20 lap blocks. Have you noticed that?
They are indeed.
yeah.
So we know what the tire's doing 20 laps. You don't exactly fall off the cliff, but you don't exactly have the best speed in the world.
Acosta bringing his carry down pace or pit road. Sorry.
Still in the old 2-lap strategy there. Well, I think they lost so much time also in that caution that you stood a good chance of getting lapped if you pitted. We know the super late models don't exactly have the best pit crews in the world, so
Other than
No,
Joe
it's-
Gibbs.
As Acosta does wait to the second lap to come down pit road. Not really sure what strategy he's on there, but an interesting one, to say the least.
I know that doesn't give you much time to fix your damage when you do that. because I know that car has to have damage now.
Now, interesting enough, that's going to cycle around and make Corey Lindsay your race leader.
Interesting.
Looks like he might have took 2 tires that last stop.
Yeah, according to the timing, I think that's pretty accurate, Trey. 15.6 second, where everybody else is over 20.
So it looks like we got what? Wade Lear, Richard Hines, Jess Story, Samuel Close, Matt Hackathorn, all taking a wave around. Chad Brown, possibly.
Yep, indeed, Chad Brown will be the last wave around.
All trying to get back on the lead lap here. Or at least one of their laps back. No, I thought the 5 had been down more than that. He's still on getting one of his laps back. That's crazy.
All of these drivers going to rejoin the lead lap. It's going to put 16 cars on the lead lap. We're going to double file them.
And one thing, you better hustle to get back around here. Oh, they're going to cut him a break here and give him another lap to catch up.
Now, that is one thing I've seen with 3 wide, that they've done that consistently since the start of the race last night. Giving the wave around cars enough time to get back caught up with the field.
That's a
But
good
with
idea.
A 20-second lap, and you only get half a lap to make it up. It's really tough to do that.
Yeah. You'll have to be driving like you were in the race pretty well.
The bigger problem you have is the front guys, yeah, they'll make it back around, but the back half is at full speed coming to green, and you go into turn 1 with a mixed match of that much speed, you're asking for trouble.
All right. Well, we're stacked up 2 wide, half the field. Pace car is going to dive down. We got Corey Lindsay, the only
Still
panel
a
that's not
mix-up
damaged
back
to the
here.
left rear. It's green. They're gone.
Big jump. He
Bit
said,
of a
"Not
mix up
today."
at the back of the field there. It was something to watch anyway.
Oh,
Yes,
Lindsay
overcooked
slides up the
1 and
hill.
2.
Cameron Rich already going to try to make the move. Now, I say this, gentlemen, if that 17 gets out front, look out. He's going to set
I might
sail.
not see him again. New leader at 17, Cameron. He might be gone here on this one.
I think that 33 is not too far off that pace.
As the 33 looks like he's going to be able to slot back down to the bottom lane here.
Got to make up a few spots here. Hopefully, he can get there before Rich takes off too far away from him. Because I know making up ground here, especially with a fixed setup, be a difficult task.
And it looks like Cameron Rich is somehow able to make that car, at least through the center of the corner, turn better than any other car out here right now.
That's gonna be a big help to keep 17 out front for sure.
As he scuffs the wall down the front straightaway a little bit.
Let's just make him go faster.
Yeah, nothing to damage the car, just enough to throw some sparks.
Got the 14 looking under the 90 here. Gonna try and bring the 33 of Peter Short with him. Yeah, they both are.
Tell you what, that 14 of Kevin Finn, he showed a lot of speed last night at here in the Nathan Young Designs cars. So it's no surprise he's showing speed tonight.
33
We
might
better
be
show a
looking
little bit
low.
more.
Ooh.
And 33 made up a whole bunch of ground on the 14 going into the corner back there.
Yeah,
14
14 left it open a little bit too.
He's running that middle, cutting down, like diamonding the corner almost.
But unfortunately, if he continues to do that, he's going to end up facing the wrong direction.
Yeah.
That 33 is kind of cutting him a little slack there, and I think the 14 recognizes that and gives him the lane.
Right now, it's better to let them go by as opposed to long around, I think. Only early yet. We have 125 laps or so left in this event, so.
And don't look now, but it appears that Cameron Rich has opened up a 2.2 second gap over second place Peter Short.
Oh, these guys were 1-2 in Atlanta, and they're 1-2 again at Martinsville.
There's a little bit of contact there. The stripe on lap 75 between the 18 and the 77.
We got a race for 11th place back here.
Yes, we do.
We got Jeff Story, Sam Close, and Carlos Acosta.
Costa might be trying to find his way back up to the front here.
Yeah, I think that pitting on the second lap strategy of his is kind of hurting him.
Ooh, a little bit of contact there. Pushed the tool up the hill into the wall hard.
That's going to knock the toe out for sure.
Might have more issues than passing cars now.
Well, I mean, there's been trouble today. That 5's been all around it.
Costa hanging out pretty good though on the high line against Rusty Webb in the 88. As I say that, Webb passes him.
Yeah, you'll have that a lot, Matt. When you say something, it will automatically go the opposite way.
Tell you what, that late model, that number 5, is not even close to being super tonight. He's been beaten up quite a bit.
That he has, Trey.
She's taking a licking, but she's still ticking.
Pretty uneventful up here at the front of the pack. Closest battle at the front is going to be the 33 and the 14.
17 to Cameron Rich has said, "See you later."
I think your best battle here went between the 9 and the 7, because that 9's been on his back bumper the past 3 or 4 laps.
Yeah, now this race right here, not for position, however, doesn't make it any less entertaining.
Nobody be the 7, it makes you really, really annoyed.
Especially with the contact.
Although he probably should let him go since it's not for position, but now he's got 2 cars stacked behind him that will be for position.
Yeah, I'm showing that number 7 car has 42 laps on his tires.
Whew. That's a lot. But
And obviously, yeah, that 9 has got much fresher tires. That's why he's all over it.
By 9, and I know he won't be waiting too long. Trying to make a move in right now. He's going to be able to make it.
He's going to make that. He should clear him here going into 1. That's going to allow Acosta to get down on the bottom of the 7 of Jeff's Story there. Now these next 2 cars behind 7, as you guys said, is for position. As Acosta goes in and not really sure what was going on in his mind there.
Yeah, that's his teammate.
But it looked like he decided to try to turn right on the 88 down the straightaway. The 7 not happy with the 88.
No.
Ooh, boy.
I tell you,
stand his ground on that one.
yeah, I tell you what, that number 2 car has not made a lot of friends this weekend.
No, and unfortunately for him, the league dynamic, he's racing with these guys every week for at least 64, total races this year. It's probably not a good idea to turn frenemies into enemies.
Oh, definitely not.
Now that's the thing about, I would guess maybe the officials are the same kind of way to a lesser extent, but it's definitely prevalent in league races. These league drivers learn your style, and if you ruffle some feathers, they can make it hard on you if they want to.
Without a doubt. A little update. Who did we have? 64 was on and off of pit lane again.
63 pounds the outside retaining wall out of 2 there.
A lot of damage
that what you
on
want?
that car. Again, Wendell, what you mentioned before, that might be some damage that's going to ultimately...
Yeah, if the car wasn't tight before, it will most certainly be tight now.
Will it be super loose?
He hopes.
We're 25 laps into this run, 26 now. These cars
new
definitely
record.
tightened up.
We have the battle here between the 90 and the 22, Corey Lindsay and Race Clark. Quite close tonight. A little bit of contact there, a couple laps back.
Gotta say, I know Cameron Rich got out to that bigger lead, and mainly because of Peter Short being stuck behind people. But lap time's not too far off each other, a couple hundredths here or there. So maybe we get another yellow. That might actually be a good little battle again.
With you mentioning that, Thomas, his lead has dropped by 0.6 over the last few laps.
A race here then.
Yeah, he ran a 1 to his 3 last lap. I know he was dealing with a little traffic, but every little tenth's gonna help here.
George still just a bit quicker that lap on Rich. This might be a watch in the coming laps. Blows up on him.
Especially with the 17 getting to the back of some lap traffic here.
Yeah,
well,
because you know,
lead lap cars fix the lap traffic.
Know that they won't want to give up their lead lap position very easily.
No, sir. We've seen that 5 car want to keep position all night long, so I don't know if he's just going to roll over for the leader or not.
That kind of a pack there with the 3 of them battling, I don't know if you can afford to pull over. Ooh!
12 stuffed in there and had to lock him up.
You gotta know, Cameron. You gotta think Cameron Rich might be a little bit nervous after seeing that.
Well, you get not quite over 2 seconds to play with, so you got a little room, but you gotta be careful.
Now, if you're just Story here, I have to question why you're
Racing so hard?
yeah, especially with tires as old as they are.
Ooh. This is not something a leader wants to see, that is for sure, and they're dancing a little bit in the backstretch.
That was like when you meet someone in the old supermarket line, you're like, go right, and then you go right, and you end up going the same way.
Doing the dance.
Oh. Yeah, a lot of smoke there in turn 1, but it might have just been tire lockup.
All right, we got a question in the chat. We got Apu Abdu asking, what am I watching here? Apu, you are watching the 3 Rock
Race of Champions from 3 Wide Racing, using the iRacing simulator platform. Super late models at Martinsville Speedway. We're not sure where you're from, but we're glad you found us. Glad you joined us. Hope you enjoyed the stream, bud. Thanks for the question.
Always hope for you there, too.
Thank you for saving my life there, Jack. Not really sure what happened.
Widow died for 5 seconds.
Yeah, my mic all of a sudden muted itself all by itself. Interesting.
A lot of
Technology.
tire lockup I noticed through the field here. There's a lot of smoke being created, and you don't want to do that to the front tires.
You're going to notice that left front's probably going to start locking more and more as the weight is transferring off.
So we are halfway with the 12 car, pounding the outside wall out of 4, right in front of the leader.
17 is going to get that halfway bonus point.
Yeah, this is definitely the longest green flag run we've had tonight. So these cars are starting to get nasty. We're getting in uncharted territory. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys can handle these cars that are changing.
Yeah, especially the leader's still stuck in lap traffic here.
Peter Short's not taking too much of a chunk out of the leader's.
No, lost a little
time
bit last
there.
lap actually. Jess Story, we've seen him race hard already. I don't know if he's gonna try him real hard to go a lap down here. Like you said, Widow, shouldn't be too aggressive. He doesn't really have the tires to be that aggressive.
No, unfortunately, if he keeps doing it, he's going to end up facing the wrong direction.
Bad thing for him is if this goes green, he's gonna have to pit, and he's really gonna have lost all that time and for nothing. Didn't make up a whole lot of time by staying out this long on tires either.
Definitely not.
It's good to see his internet connections holding up tonight, Trey. We know he's had pretty bad internet problems.
So I just got a Facebook message from Chuck. He wants to know about broadcasting. Chuck, if you message the OCR TV page or Thomas Morris or Wendell James on Facebook, they will be better able to answer that question than I would.
Sure, they'll pull you up for a few cup races. Right, Thomas?
You know what? I really think Chuck would be fun to have in the booth for a couple of races, or maybe we ought to reach out to him and see what he's doing on some of these nights.
I don't think he wants to step out of those RFR cars, though.
I know I certainly wouldn't.
I mean, I wouldn't, but I'm
I mean,
just
I would
talking.
gladly fill your seat for a night track.
Yeah, but I'm just talking for other nights that we do broadcasting. Chuck might be an interesting add to the booth.
I have a hard time disagreeing with you there, Trey.
But like Trey
Jordan.
said, hit us up. We'll fill you in on any. Ooh, as we hit the 12 pound the wall again. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a 5 behind the 12.
We just back into some more traffic that's lapped here.
Still ain't getting around that 7 machine
No.
yet.
Well, I don't really think Cameron is really pushing the issue too much on that 7 car. I think he's got a big enough gap on Peter Short, Night Baby, that he feels that he doesn't have to.
Because the gap isn't closing as much as I expected it to. But there's a lot of hard racing in front of him, and I know if I was leader, that would not be something I want to see.
Speaking of
Catch a
racing,
Rusty Webb here.
we got the 12 car popping the wall with the 5 trying to get around him, and Peter Short kind of caught up behind these two.
Rich gets
Leader.
by the 7 finally.
I think the 7 kind of got picked there with the 88.
Oh,
Best,
Johnny, got Johnny Thomas in the chat. He said, "How about me in the booth?" Johnny, I know where you're at. You're at the hot dog stand.
Oops, the 17
It
gets
was
right in the
supposed to
back
be-
of the 88. That
Caution should be coming out.
should bring the caution out, but it doesn't.
There
And there it is. That's going to close up to 17 and 33, and they're running some very, very similar lap times there.
Looks like the 88 went in, kind of locked up the tire, and then 17 just wasn't expecting him to slow down that much.
And you can see that. Oh, it's not.
Big damage to that 7 car.
Yeah, that was a pretty good hit on the nose, that 7.
That 88 car, man, he had those tires locked down, smoking, and there was no way that Cameron Rich could have avoided that.
No, it had too much of a closing right there for that to be avoided. Alright, we've had the battle on pit lane here, guys. See who's going to get out first.
So Jeff Story just brought up something that is interesting in driver's chat. He said, "Why did the 5 car get the lucky dog and not him?" I could tell you, Jess, it was because you were involved in that caution. That's why you didn't get the lucky dog.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
Unlike
that's-
real NASCAR,
that's an
you still
iRacing
get a wave
rule.
around.
Yeah.
NASCAR, they don't give it to anybody. In iRacing, they give it to the next guy.
Ooh, the 17
Ooh, there-
barely beats the 33 off pit lane there.
That first pit stall really helped, and that showed why. He almost had him there.
So Johnny Thomas said he ate 7 hot dogs tonight, got sick. That's why he missed the race. Hate you missed it, Johnny. We always love seeing you on track, man. Hope your stomach recovers. We'll see you next week.
Ooh, 7 hot dogs. I don't think anybody can eat that many and not take a visit to the old Porta John.
Well, I heard I've never been to Martinsville, but I've heard their hot dogs have a tendency to turn your buns pink.
I mean, that's not a problem. But like hot dogs.
I believe they call that the cheapest hot dog money can buy.
We'll see about that, Thomas. We'll go there sometime.
I don't have any passion to head to Martinsville, to be honest.
Well,
No, no real slam on the track. I mean, it's in Virginia. I went to Richmond. That's close enough. I'm sure it's millions of our viewers here have just disgusted at me that I would turn down Martinsville.
What about Martinsville at night?
Now,
Oh, that would be good.
I have to insert myself here. I have been to 6 Martinsville races. I prefer this track over any to view in person. Trey, we need to go to a night race. I'm totally down for that.
Now, Winnow, you say that, but have you ever been to Daytona at night?
Yes.
Not while they were
Infield.
racing, no, but yes, I have been there at night. Oops,
It's
we
pretty
got
good.
Pace car disappearing.
17 and the 33 in the front row, lining us up here for restart.
They're going to take
Ah.
an extra lap of caution here.
Oh,
indeed.
Kind of late on that one.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say, 17 already started taking her. Now I'm surprised that Mustang can keep pace with these super late models come through the pits.
Okay, here, Ford
I'm
driver.
surprised that
Right.
Mustang can keep pace with anything, other than crowds of people.
Well, we all know it's leading a field of Dodges, so
Oh,
I think the
good
Dodgers
point.
should be quicker. Okay,
no
we're done
transmission problems there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
here.
Johnny,
Takes her and he's gone.
there we go.
He's way gone.
Doing
Big
it for real this time. Now, what'll be interesting for me to see is now that the 38 and the 17 have clean track in front of them, if the 33 will be able to keep pace. Because they're piling in
Big
there.
stack up.
Woo.
We got the accordion. 38's around.
Yep, 12's around. Caution's out again. Hey, cautions breed cautions.
They do indeed.
Boys. We get to halfway and we get out of drive again. So
Naka
we got a
throwing
shout
at the
out
worst
in
of
the
the match.
chat window to the 2D audience. Just gonna point out, don't really care what the fans look like in the stands, because you're in the car.
We want to see those fans though.
Yeah, this is what your graphics card wants to do, render fans.
Hey, I actually heard a rumor that NASCAR was putting 2D fans in the stands all over racetracks.
Well, I mean, they pretty much have to. If they
They're
wanna
going.
say
Yeah, they're going to have to at this point. Oh, now
No,
with that being said, though, with when a ticket costs $85, you can understand why.
Yeah, that's why you buy the $100 IMSA ticket and get an all-weekend, all-access garage pass.
That is a good idea, and I would like to join you, possibly at the Glen on the 10th, though.
Which is hilarious, Window, because that series is also owned by NASCAR.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I
But
didn't know
see,
that.
when you buy the $85 NASCAR ticket, you can climb to the top of the fence here in Fort Richmond.
Yeah, and earn yourself a night in the Richmond County Jail, whatever the county is.
Sir, you know what he
That-
got for that?
Probably probation.
Quite a bit.
He got a year in jail for that.
That
Okay,
doesn't
well,
surprise
I'm
me.
glad that wasn't me.
Which,
Not
from the
to-
way he looked, that wasn't his first time in jail.
Now, I tell you, I've seen those IMSA cars run Daytona when they used to do the Paul Revere 250 after the, back then it was the Pepsi 400 at Daytona in July. We used to stay for the Paul Revere 250. Those IMSA cars are freaking awesome, man. I love them.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's if you've never been to Daytona, even for the 500, I would highly recommend it, especially now with the new Daytona Rising. It's much of a more fan-friendly experience around the track.
We got Richard Lafferty in chat. He's asking, what the hell's going on around here? Well, Richard, Carlos
Cautions.
Carlos has half the incidents he did last night, and we are 35 laps ahead of where we were last night at this time.
So for our viewers that didn't watch last night, Richard Lafferty did survive that battle of attrition last night, and he brought the win home in the Nathan Young Designs B-Car Series here at 3 Wide Racing.
As Nathan, our very own Nathan Young, says, maybe that car had a couple loose lug nuts, Trey.
Well, he did during his burnouts. He knocked the heck out of the side skirts there. So
Remember, he did confirm that his car may or may not have been too low for post-race tech.
Need something to pass inspection? You just clap against the wall. It's a Jack
Canals method, yep.
as we're 2x2, getting ready to go back green. Cameron Rich, Peter Short on the front row here.
Really hoping this stays green, because I think these two are going to have a heck of a battle.
Luke Road for sure.
Yes, we're going to be working 125 at the time of green. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it green.
Off.
Hammer with the big early jump.
Same jump we saw last time too. Might
Wheels
not be
wobble,
sled.
but they don't fall down.
Ooh, Corey Lindsey.
Ooh.
Got a little shape in
wheel
the
hop
corner
there. Yeah. Pretty clean restart so far. As the number 2 looks to dive to the inside of that 03 car, Wade Lear.
I believe
Move.
Carlos Costa wants to move up.
Yes, put him in P9.
Yeah, only showing 11 vehicles on the lead lap, so definitely looking to march forward here.
A lot of damage in that 2 car. I don't know. No aerodynamics isn't a big thing here, but that could affect your handling also.
Well, we saw last night damage may or may not hinder your performance.
That's true.
Yeah, the big thing about damage in these fixed setups, I don't think it'll affect you much here at Martinsville, but the fact that you can't remove tape and these cars will overheat on you.
Now, we've not talked about him pretty much at all tonight, but we got Race Clark making his way to the top 5 in the 22 car tonight.
That means you've had a pretty quiet night, miss.
That might not be a bad thing to not be talked about.
That means we can't jinx you, right, Chuck?
Oh, poor Chuck. I'll have you know, though, I didn't jinx Johnny Thomas that time I picked him, so...
That's a first.
Yeah, it hasn't gone very well since then. Actually, I don't think we've picked winners since then. With our intern being MIA.
Yeah. Speaking of interns, I'm out of coffee.
Uh-oh.
Well, in the mason jar that I drink it out of.
Paige and Johnny Thomas, Wendell needs coffee. Stat.
Okay, thanks.
Just chew on some coffee grinds there, Wendell. You'll be fine.
Just a little pinch between your cheek and gum.
Ooh. Just gnaw
I
on it.
think you might be up for a week if you do that. So the top 4 have broken away.
We're all staying pretty even. This be a dandy race here.
Yeah, 14's showing a little more speed this run than he has earlier.
But it looks
know,
like
that's true.
the 77 was able to get by 22. Move that man up to the 5th position.
Yeah, not a very big fight there. It's their teammates. I'm sure there's a little coordination going on.
I'm telling you, the 18 of Paul Ross is just looking very good rolling that center of the corner. It looks like he's got a handle for that, and that's definitely something that could transfer you to a win if you can roll that center.
Well,
Man.
Matt, he was the fastest car on track that last lap.
That's what I just saw there, Trey. He might be something to look out for if he can continue that and keep the tires on her. He might be able to test that 17. Oh,
I have to address the chat here. Nathan Young saying he'll email you a K-Cup. Please go ahead. I have access to a 3D printer. We might be able to make that work.
Yeah, right.
Since I work in a facility that is based off fabrication.
This week.
Yeah.
Listen, I would like you to send me some 3D print stuff.
We can't do Canadian.
Thomas, unfortunately, not all of us are able to milk cows all day, so.
Why would I
have to-
work in
we
a
ha-
dying business?
we have to do what we have to do sometimes.
14 is all over the back bump with 33.
Yes, he
Milking
is.
cows like I'm in a dairy.
Well, they probably have machines that do that now too.
Yeah, but you gotta get your hands up in there and...
Thomas enjoys that.
Well, you know.
Oh, so many inappropriate jokes I can have.
Trying to spur some on.
That's for the commercial break.
Wait, what are
Or
those?
OCR TV After Dark.
Oh,
I'm thinking that should come back there, Wendell.
That will not come back with me, but you gentlemen are more than welcome.
we have a separate
will,
channel.
Yeah, we will save that for week 13.
Oh boy. That's a caution.
Well,
Oh,
I guess
17's.
Yeah, you hit the go button there.
Yeah. Push to pass, maybe. Save those up.
Oh, he's got DRS from what I saw.
Yeah, DRS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Jessica in chat, I think she might be privileged to a little bit of information that we are not. Insinuating to keep it up. She might have some insider knowledge of what's going on with Cameron Rich here. If you do have that
Clearly.
insider information, please feel free to share it with us.
Clearly, she's not over there distracting him, so...
Oh,
That's something that's hard to come by.
Distractions? No, not really.
Show you.
We got Corey Lindsey and Race Clark hotting up.
Everybody's stealing my hotting up now. Jeez.
Well, it's one of those things, Morris, when you get something good, you got to share it with everybody.
You act like you watch 1990s Formula One coverage or something.
No, I watch 2016's Thomas Morris.
90, there we go.
Yes,
Round goes to 22. Caution comes out.
Yes, he does turn it.
That was like a slow, that was almost like a Ricky Stenhouse spin there.
Well, Race trying to keep it gassed up to try to keep it off that outside wall, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way.
Fortunately, there he didn't hit it too hard. That not put much damage on that car. In there.
Oh no, that's just a little dent. He'll be fine.
So I think Mark Martin have to have the back end punched up 2 feet in the air.
Looks like all our leaders are coming down pit road.
Very good idea there, Wendell. Or sorry, Trey.
Don't you ever insult Trey like that ever again.
I promise I will not. It's the one
First
time
we
I
had
said that.
Trey insulting people, now we got Matt insulting people. This could be the final stop if we stay green, knock on wood, that you're gonna
Okay.
make, because less than 60 to go here.
Yeah, really. And
So
I'm
we're
looking at
saying
that 33 to be out first, maybe if you can get a pit stop, and
No.
the 87 is out first.
Oh,
And the 03.
interesting strategy here.
Eisenman going to beat Cameron Rich as well as the 14 and the 90. Oh. Now that's a
Okay.
shaker.
That's gonna throw a proverbial wrench into things here.
Couple of Martin Truex pit stops right there.
Yeah, it looks like Richard Hines, Wade Lear took 2 tires. Of course, the timing and scoring is still shorting out here.
Hey, I think
Peter
later-
Short?
Peter Short took. I don't know what happened to Cameron. Terrible pit stop. Drops him back to P7.
New leader might be the 88 here.
I'm gonna take a look here, Trey.
The 88 go down the laps. Confirm that for me. No, new leader is
no.
the 87.
87, yeah, 88's not in that picture.
It's like the 88's looking to take the wave around, maybe.
Yes, that's correct. Everybody in front of the 87 is for wave round. My fault.
I don't see anything different. He just didn't have a very good pit stop.
The 87 and the 03 on 2 tires. I tried to take a look back at that, but
Yes.
so
The 87 and the 03 took 2.
this
Peter-
might be very interesting.
Yes. Peter Short is the first car that took 4 tires. Everybody behind him took 4 as well.
Probably
Yeah.
going to see a little bit of aggression here, because that 33 knows this is his chance to get in front of that 17. Oh, stay in front of the 17.
And we're going to have, looks like, close to 50 to go once the field gets sorted out here as they extended this caution a little bit.
I'm going to say right now that 33 is in the catbird seat.
Oh, what did I tell you about making statements like that?
This time is going to be right. I promise you. I'll put some money in the jar.
Oh, well, we have quite the big jar full of nickels from our intern.
Where did he
'Cause
go?
that's all he can afford, is nickels.
Where did he go then, Thomas?
New York.
Oh, yes. And the pace car
Pace
drives
car's
off pit
in.
road.
Yeah.
This should be exciting. Everybody get ready for this one. Anything
Big-
going on as the 87
Big
takes
jump.
off.
Big jump.
Ooh, the old 3
3
did not
did knock. Yeah, Matt. It did knock you going, like you said.
Almost missed, like you missed a shift almost.
We're 3 wide coming off turn 2.
Oh, 33 looking.
That's a big aggressive move by Drew in that 7-7 to shoot through the middle there.
New leader.
Short. Coming back to the point here after he let us down to green. Let's see if we can keep it. Kevin's
Tell you what.
14. He's looking stout though.
That's not what the 17 wanted, was that 33 to take the lead so quick with him mired back in traffic. That 33 showed speed earlier. I think he's going to try to pull away here.
Yeah, 17's definitely going to want another quick yellow, and it'll probably... Oh,
And
77
he might get it
tags
77
around.
around. And he got it.
You shall receive.
Yep.
Caution is out.
That was almost bad news for the 17 because he just about got run over when the 77 got punted there.
The 77's be running into more issues here. He's starting P4, which should be on the outside, barring the people do not pit on this caution. But
Yeah,
you do
just
not want to
got,
be on the outside.
Just got punted by that number 18 car.
Get the chrome horn.
I know. We're inside 50 to go. It's not time to make friends. Now time to get your way up there.
Did he actually hit him, or was that Netco?
No, I saw it. Looked like to me he hit him. Looks like 8th place on back, starting with Carlos Acosta's going to pit. Mike Stevens stayed out. Corey Lindsay stayed out. So 9th on back pitted.
Well. Looks like we're going to have old-fashioned short track shootout.
Well, Kevin Rich, that last restart started 7th, was able to move up to 4th. So he's, I think he's got plenty of time to get up there and challenge that 33 for the lead.
Apparently he has
Trey.
lots of time because he's in chat typing right now.
Sure, Trey there, but the only problem I see with the 77 is can't get down to the bottom right off the jump here. Start falling far at the back.
Yeah, very true. He's going to be starting on the outside, so it's going to be key that he gets down to that low lane as quick as he can.
I know, with under 50 to go, we're going to have some bent bumpers and hurt feelings.
Yeah, we've seen all night how hard it is to pass, so you're going to have to move the guy if you want that spot, unfortunately, which usually ends in a little... What'd you say earlier, Wendell? They end up going in the wrong direction.
I turned around looking the wrong way down a one-way street.
Light should be going off in the pace car this time.
Gotta say, the 87's done well, I know he stayed out there with his two tires. He kind of kept that position. He only let 2 around him there on that restart, so...
See if we can hang on to it here this time.
Yeah, he's starting on the inside, so he's in the prime spot. It's going to be interesting to see what that flying fin can do on the outside there.
And we do have 16 cars back on the lead lap, so...
Pace car's down.
Good jump from the 33 again there in that start.
Yeah, he read that one good.
17's doing some bump
outside.
drafting down the front stretch.
Well, he overcooked
Ooh.
turn 1 a little bit there, though. That's
Back
gonna cost
cost
him.
him.
P5. He's still on the outside too. He's going to try to tuck in behind the 18 of Paul Ross. He does.
That's a good restart by Kevin in that number 14 car.
Yeah, he's kept up with the 33 as well. He hadn't let him get away.
You know that 17 must be dying to get back up there. Knows he has probably the best car here tonight. And
Oops, the 7's going to give a little bit in the back of the 90 of Lindsay there.
the 18's running up beside that 87.
Yeah, I think that's 4 versus 2 showing up again.
And the 17's have come with him. That's 17 up to P4. He's looking for P1 though, I do believe.
Yeah, he's gonna have a mountain to climb though, because these 3 in front of him are not gonna roll over.
Oh, we got Carlos Acosta around 64. No caution.
Got her back straight.
Yeah, it should stay green.
He's got some serious back end damage to that too.
Looks like he got a little love tap from the 22 there. Went around. 64 finished him off.
Just that the 87 went back up the hill at the 9 by. Put him back to P6, I believe.
Yes. But those two tires are just kind of giving up on that 87 finally. We saw him kind of fade early in the race like this as well, so maybe he doesn't quite have the long run speed figured out.
His hope here probably would be for a yellow to come out in probably 10 laps. In that position, he might have a chance to stay top 5. Well, that's what I'd be hoping for.
Oh, we got Mike Stevens around on the front stretch,
That's a
hard
yellow.
into the inside wall. As yellow comes out.
Well, that wasn't 10 laps, Matt.
No,
Actually got
that's
turned there by...
88, Rusty Webb.
Yep.
We already seen 63 tagged to the outside wall quite hard. That just adds to his trials and tribulations.
All right, Thomas, if you're the leader, what do? Do you pit?
I'm staying out.
Agree with you, Thomas. I don't think.
We're getting too late in the game. Our track position is more important than tires. That being said, we have another caution. What are we on? 165. You run another 20 laps? Maybe. Maybe I'll think about coming in.
I'll tell you this though, how is the guys in the back sitting like P8 through P11 or so? I'd want to come in and get fresh tires just to see. You might be able to make your way up through the pack. You might be able to get a good finish out of this. I'm not going to say you can win. You'll improve your position.
I mean, I don't know, Matt. You got 16 cars on the lead lap. You could really screw yourself if those guys behind you decide not to come.
Yeah, you'd be banking. That's true. You'd be banking a lot on everybody else following you down.
I don't know. I'd say from maybe 10th, 11th on back, you're not going to lose a whole lot of spots. You're not really gaining a whole lot of points back there, so you might as well try something. Definitely no fuel, just tires.
Looks like Carlos Acosta did pit.
Well, I'm pretty sure he wanted some new stuff after getting spun around as well.
This gives the 17 to Cameron Rich. Might be able to get a better restart here and see if he can't slot himself into a good position to challenge the 33.
Yeah, it's starting on the outside again, though.
Yeah, that's true too.
That 33 has been doing those restarts pretty smooth tonight, so...
Yeah, the 14s showed some pretty good strength on those restarts as well, but he's been on the inside. He's going to restart on the outside this time. We'll see what he can do. He's going to look to get a big jump here.
Still putting my money on the 33.
The only problem with that, Trey, on the outside, if you're the 14, you just gotta make sure you don't overcook that entry, because if you do, you're gonna slide up the hill and just pretty much end up waving them by.
Well, yeah, he's going to have Paul Ross starting third in that number 18 car. He showed a lot of speed early. He's not going to cut him any slack down there.
No, we know he's been driving it deep in the corners, too, so...
Well, gentlemen, I don't think our yellow flags are done yet.
Oh no, they are definitely not done.
There's the racing surface and pit road. At 33 for the start. Another good start there from the 33, but the 14 is clear line down to the bottom.
Somebody
And we
already.
have a problem
right behind him.
Big wreck.
This is how it begins.
Coming on his side, the 88. That was some big trouble there.
Looks like, who said he missed a shift again? The 03, maybe?
87.
87, yeah, I'm sorry. It just didn't get going.
It's damaged a whole bunch of cars.
That's
Actually got going and then stopped. He had to have missed a shift.
hard lick there from the 88. He has a smoking engine. He's going to be likely done for the night. Not had a very pleasant Martinsville experience here tonight, but
That's a lot of hits for a lot of cars. I think a lot of guys are pretty much done in a win tonight.
yeah.
Has not been the night
Seven.
the 7's been looking for.
No, the 7 Jet Story just comes across there, and there's not been many big wrecks. That might have been the first multi-vehicle wreck we had, but that was definitely one that collected a lot of cars. I counted probably 6 cars in that one, Thomas.
Yeah, without a doubt, at least 6. It's hard to count them all.
Well, Cameron Rich was able to move up to third, so he's going to be restarting on the inside this time. So,
Trey,
Look out.
that might put him in the catbird seat again there, Trey.
Got the chat paying attention here tonight, Wendell. It's Richard Lafferty. Wow. Nice job, guys.
The 33 and the 17 are our teammates. Is that correct, Thomas?
yes.
Yeah, but you're not really teammates here.
No, but you might see a little bit of a countdown here. Get those two rolling better than the 14 on the outside line.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if you want to give him a countdown.
That's what I was thinking too. The 33 might want to just be like, no, I'm
Yeah,
good.
you might be like, hey, Kevin, you go ahead and race him. Because I need you to hold him up as much as you can, thanks.
But the 14's also dangerous here for that 33's win. I have to say.
Yeah, the 14's no
looking-
slouch, so...
And from what I seen last night, that 14 knows how to get around this joint, so...
Some say he might be flat flying that.
That's what I was just about to say. He's got more grip than the floor of a Waffle House.
You've been waiting to use that one all night long.
I've been waiting for quite a few weeks, but I figured I should.
Well, we're lining up 2 by 2, so
Bring the old Noah's Ark
Racking
in
them up.
here.
Who's your bet on here, Trey?
you know what? I think the easy pick would be the 17, but you know what? I don't think you can sleep on that 14.
I'm gonna go with
gonna
whoever
say-
survives the next 6 cautions.
Ooh, that's a good point. I'm going to say Paul Ross steals one.
All right, we got pace car down. We got the 33. He's holding him. He's green.
Brought him down real slow there.
17. It's going to be looking P2 here after this move. I'm sure he'll clear 14 of Kevin Finn. He does out there, too. Oh, boys, we have a race.
Yeah, Kevin Finn was able to slot down into that low
Oh,
line.
we got another caution about to
Maintain
be out.
P3. We're- Here we go again.
No
No
caution.
caution.
There it
There
is.
we go.
22, looks like he towed out.
87.
Well, I'll tell you this. That 14 now, at P3, might have a good chance.
Looks like the 87 tried to close the door. 03 was already in there. 22, innocent bystander there.
Oh. Apparently some Twitter references in the driver's chat there. Apparently I opened a can of worms last night on Twitter.
Oh, is the bouncer not letting them stay in tonight, Trey?
No.
We have the 87 and the 7, 22, 88. On pit road, trying to get that damage fixed to get back out there.
I
Let's just
believe
raise
the
out.
22 towed, right? So that's you're
That's
pretty
gonna
much you're done there.
Oh yeah, we're within almost 20 laps to go. Well, it depends how many cautions we have, Thomas. He might be able to get
Oh,
back on.
if we have that many, you should know. Just know.
And apparently word out of the 7-car camp is car's dead. They're done.
That's really no shocker because that thing was taking a beating. Tough break. And always had a rough week at Martinsville, but I'm sure he'll rebound. He was our. Oh boy, I can't. It's been so many. Which race did he win? Won a dual race, didn't he?
Yes, I think so.
Sure,
Looking in the chat
RK.
here.
No rebound. RK Motorsports here.
Looking in the chat here, and Eric Mickey says, "Do the Corey Bunch countdown." Thomas, I
Ooh,
think
you do not want to do a Corey Bunch countdown.
that's 3, and we're going.
As Wendell knows, there's only one countdown worse than that. That's the Tom Riker countdown.
Tom Riker.
Which
Yeah.
is one
3
go.
go. Oh, God, it was so great.
We miss our buddy Tom Riker. We wish you would come back and race.
Well, we're going to have about 20 laps to go, give or take, once we go back green here.
Well, as the great Larry Mack Reynolds would tell you, you better pack up that pit crew because I think you're done pitting for the day.
That for sure.
Only way you're coming in is if you're on the tow truck. So
DW would tell you, "Come on in, we need to pit that car."
ODW would tell you, is that yellow car awful yellow down there?
I thought it'd say you picked a fine time to leave me loose wheel.
Kenny Rogers.
All right, well, we're lights out. We're stacked up. Gonna try this again.
Good news, Wendell. We're ahead of schedule.
Indubitably.
I'll be done before 1 o'clock.
Nathan Young wants to know what John Madden say. It's too bad we're going back green, or I'd let you know.
Oh, the old threes over that 9's bumper.
Boy, that 17 stuffed it down in turn 1. And we saw him.
As
They
the
played
9
nice
goes
little
in and
rubber.
dumps the 12.
Big hit with 63 and more piling with a 38.
Still green.
Still green. Is that 12? Is
Still
fishtaling
sideways.
it? Yeah.
We're so close to 10 to go as well. Remember, admins will not throw a yellow with 10 to go. To say, these guys, if you remember, it's been a while, Wendell. I know your memory is great, though. 17 to 33 raced each other with a lot of respect at Atlanta. Not sure if we're going to see that tonight.
Well, at this rate, I don't know if we're gonna get a chance to see that.
Oh, don't be a negative Nancy.
No,
Positive.
just calling facts as we
Those are alternative facts.
Well, it looks like we're going pretty good right now.
15 to go here, and we might have a race if this thing stays green between the 33 and the 17.
Tell you what, some pretty tight racing up here in the top 4. I'd hate to be the one to make a mistake, because if you do, these guys are going to jump all over you.
Yeah, they're not going to cut you any slack now, especially.
The only thing that might get cut is a tire.
We have a connection problem in the back half of the field.
Yeah, it's like Corey Lindsey.
Stout ping of 1,338.
And rising.
At least something I'd have.
So that's the good old yelling at the kids and or wife, hey, mind getting off Netflix for a minute?
Shut it down!
I will pull this router out of the wall.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, but it looks like Cameron Rich might be playing the old stalking game on the 33 here.
You know, I don't know. I see Cameron closing it up on entry, but Peter Short's just tearing his ass up on exit. Say that he kind of locks it up a little bit on entry there.
Definitely want to do that here in the late stages of the race for sure.
We're going to be 9 to go at the line. See how it works out.
You're gonna have to put a fender on her to pass them, so we'll see how gentle that fender is with him.
I don't know if that 17 can get close enough.
You just gotta be in braking distance. As we've seen from classic Martinsville finishes.
Here we go, and the leaders come up the back half of the field, try to put people a lap down. This might throw a wrench into. Oh no.
Well, at this point, you probably should roll over.
Well,
As
that's true.
Sam Close does just that.
There's no Danikas out here, so.
The only place I can see you run into trouble is coming out of the corner, where people are trying to go high, and if you can't quite clear them in the center.
Very true, very true. You're definitely right, though, Trey. That 17 gets the run in, just can't get the cut off and the drive off to get off the corner.
Is Corey Lindsay going to do the same thing? He's going to stay outside, let these guys go at it.
This battle for the top 4 here is pretty much the race on track. But, Peter Short's able to keep his distance from the 17. So far, he's catching lap
18.
traffic at a good time, as 18 is able to get around the 14, move him up to P3.
14 gives a little bump to the 18 there through 3 and 4. Arm no foul, and they continue straight.
Little friendly bump, like good pass, bud.
Hey, good pass. Wish you didn't do that.
If I get back to you, I might get you back around.
Yeah.
Bump me once, Wendell.
Oh,
Okay, bump me twice.
His Cameron Rich gets a little out of shape coming out of 4 there. 3 laps to go.
I'd say he's using up that car for every inch it's got now.
Yeah, I think that little bobble there just kind of killed his chances to get to the back of Peter Short.
Two more circuits. If Peter Short can keep it clean, keep it green, he'll be your 3 rock winner here tonight at Martinsville.
A little redemption from Atlanta where he couldn't get around Cameron Rich. Little reverse rolls here tonight.
Looks like the race is going to be the 14 and the 18.
Yes. That 14's looking.
This is
Yeah,
1 lap to
found the wall
go.
a little bit.
Oh, and the 18 locks up a bit. That lets the 14 get underneath of him. This rolling off the exit. Let's see, there's a little bit of contact.
There is.
A little bit of bump there.
Not enough
Not enough to move him up. And
Not enough to spin him, but Peter Short, he's going to take home the grandfather clock here for the 3 rock race at Martinsville. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Definitely didn't come up short tonight, Wendell.
No, absolutely not.
And definitely not a fluke. Fastest in practice, started the pole, brought it home. A little sketchy there in the middle of the race when he was trapped mid-pack, but he did a good job to make his way back to the front, and good job bringing home the trophy.
Yeah, when you look on paper, Trey, he started on the pole, led some laps, and won the race. Nothing hard to it at all, right?
Right? Just another day at Martinsville.
telling you, he's throwing down some beautiful donuts there in the front stretch.
Yeah, that's probably feels good too, knowing the car he had last night. A little redemption from getting taken out in a wreck that wasn't his fault. So
Yeah, all right, so we seem to have a pretty active chat tonight, so I'm soliciting questions for the winner. Throw me some good questions out for the winner, and I might just pick yours, and if I do, you'll win a Martinsville hot dog, courtesy of Johnny Thomas Racing.
Which you'll have to get the vouchers from them.
yeah, we have no dealings with that at all legally.
Apparently, according to Corey Lindsay, I am the holder of the vouchers.
Oh, tough break. Coming all the way from Texas, that might take a while to get to you.
Right?
Of course, a hot dog that nasty already probably won't degrade its value. So
All right. Well, as I guess we figure out who our rando is going to be, we're going to show you the results. Got Peter Short, like Morris said, not coming up short tonight. he takes home the win with Cameron Rich. A nice performance, especially after last night, finishing P2. Paul Ross, P3. Kevin Finn, the Flying Finn, P4 tonight. We got Nick Miller rounding out your top 5 with Wade Lear. Carlos, Mr. Where Did He Come From? Acosta. He's 7th with Cody Wright, Drew Eisenman, and Matt Hackathorn rounding out your top 10.
Can't believe that 12 got 10th.
Yeah,
I tell you what, Wendell, we're talking about the random, and the guys I'd like to talk to, they're not on TeamSpeak.
oh, that's unfortunate.
Nick Miller, number 9, I'm talking to you. Wade Lear, I don't see you on TeamSpeak either. It just kind of gives give a shout out to those guys that get on TeamSpeak, man. We love to talk to you, and you never know, I might snatch you out of thin air.
Well, I guess we'll should queue
I'll
up.
go get 3rd place.
Let's do it.
Like we say, Wendell, get on TeamSpeak or you will get left behind.
And we will.
We're not like the U.S. education system. We won't pander to you. We will leave you where you stand.
Yeah, that's exactly true.
All right, fellas, 3rd place. He started outside pole, brought it home P3, and that number 18 machine for 3OG Racing. Paul Ross, how was your night? How was your race tonight, buddy?
It wasn't too bad. I think I had more of a long run car than a short run. And about 100 laps in, I got a little bit of right front damage, which really hindered the handling of the car on the short runs. So I just kept hoping that it would go green long enough to be able to start making a move. And I think there was about 5 to go or so. I caught Kevin Finn and got around him. And from there, just held him off and finished P3. So not too bad of a night.
Yeah, we saw you have speed early on in the race, and then kind of the caution set the strategy in play, and who took 2 and who took 4. Any kind of gambles that you wanted to take to try? I think you stayed out under the 2nd caution after everyone had pitted, or the 3rd. I can't remember which one it was now. But a cycle of 20 laps on your tires or so. It worked for a little bit till Peter caught you. Any regrets staying out, or just trying to keep that track position all night?
Was trying to keep the track position. The first caution that came out, I want to say there was, I don't know, all but 4 or 5 of us that pit. And then another 20 laps later, the second caution came out, and those 4 pit, and we were good. And I want to say there was only probably about 15 laps of green flag in between that caution and the next one. So I figured there was going to be, everybody that pitted that second time I figured was going to stay out, and they didn't. So I guess if I could take anything back, it would have been that caution. I would have came in and got at least 2 tires, but it all worked out in the end of the night.
Well, apparently I've been saying 3OG Racing incorrectly. How do you say it, Paul?
We just call it 3OG. The name kind of started as a joke, and then it stuck. So we just 3OG.
Well, I've been told by the chat, Richard Lafferty says it's pronounced 3OG.
That would be a new one on me.
I think we might roll with that.
It's kind of like the GIF and GIF. Nobody really knows
right.
how to say it, but everybody's got their own way.
Well, Paul, we've seen so far in these fixed setups that you're consistently one of the drivers to beat every week. You prove it again here. Starting outside pole, bringing home P3. Great run for you tonight, man. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Huge shout out to Corey Lindsay for putting the league on. I know Cold Heart Art and Nathan Young don't sponsor this league, so we are looking for sponsorship moving forward. But I do want to thank both of those guys for everything they do for our league in a whole. I want to thank you guys for broadcasting every Sunday and Monday night, and want to give a huge shout out and thank you to all my teammates.
All right, Paul. Well, we appreciate you joining us, man. Look forward to seeing you next week, man. Have a good week, buddy.
Thanks, you too.
There it is.
So I guess we learned a new team name there.
Good run by him
Yeah,
tonight.
three Og Racing.
It looks like
I guess
Trey's
we'll have
jumping down to grab Cameron Rich.
Careful with your grabbing, though. You don't want to assault people.
Oh, we already have consent. They signed the forms.
That's very true. I forgot about that.
All right, Wendell, Thomas, Matt, I got him. Started 16th on the field, finished second. Got the love of his life in the stands, cheering him on. The driver of that number 17 car, Cameron Rich. Tell us about your race, bud.
It was tiring. You had to drive the heck out of it. Car was really tight, so you had to. It was really hard to get runs off. The cars don't have much power. Once you got the lead, it was really hard to lose it unless you screwed up. But it was fun coming to the field on the first run. I think I got up to like 10th or so before we got the cautions, and I took 2 tires there, and the car handled really bad after that, but at least I got the track position and then kind of just went on from there.
Gotta say, you were looking pretty good there until we had a pit stop, and I think you ended up coming out 7th when you were 2nd or 3rd in the field. Any ideas what happened there? Just a slow stop, or maybe a miscue getting in your box?
I thought I got in the box pretty good. It's just these cars, the stops seem to be really random. One time I had like a 18-second stop, and I gained like 4 spots, and just bad luck. I had like a 24-second stop there. Just just luck at the draw.
So the chat wants to know, Cameron, you mentioned something about tempers flaring at the race tonight. They kind of want you to elaborate. What do you mean? What did you mean by your comment?
Well, I'm sure everybody watched on OCR TV last night. We had an interesting race with a couple wrecks, to put it lightly, and some of that stuff kind of boiled over into tonight. My bad. It's just I'm not going to get involved because I wasn't in any of it, but it's it doesn't look very pretty.
Right on, and that kind of gave me, Wendell, an idea for my random interview. So, Cameron, please tell your team owner to stick around.
Stick around, team owner.
There we go. All right, Cameron, finished first in the last 3 Rock race at Atlanta, bringing it home second tonight. I do believe that you are a force to be reckoned with in this series. Give us your shout-outs, man.
First of all, I want to thank Corey Lindsay for putting this league on, because we all thank him all the time, and he doesn't get enough credit because it's really fun. And I want to thank all the drivers out there tonight for not making it a complete disaster like it was last night. It was a lot better. There was some give and take there, and that was good to see. And my team owner for just I guess we don't have teams in 3 Rock officially, but my team owner in the other series, just for that, and of course my girlfriend for being a fan of me. I appreciate it. And you guys, because you do a great job. I watched last night's broadcast, and you got another fan here.
All right, Cameron, we appreciate it, man. We look forward to seeing you running in the future. Good job tonight, and we'll see you next time.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, that was another solid run for Mr. Rich there. Got that halfway bonus point.
Surprise! Pulled him up mid-sentence. Race winner. That number 33, Peter Short. Tell us about your race, bud.
Man, I gotta say, first stall was everything there at the end. First run, man, we had a lot less cautions than we did last night. That seemed to favor me on the long run, and I smacked the wall there mid-race, got some damage, and I think that tightened me up, and I was really tight there for probably from about lap 120 to about lap 180. Seemed like I was super tight, and it just got good at the right time. And got to thank my virtual pit crew. They were able to get me in and off pit road first. That first pit stall really helped out and gave me track position there at the end.
Now, Peter, were you nervous when you were looking back and seeing 17 so close to you on the last restart? I know he had a lot of speed. You had a lot too, but
Well, let me tell you, Cam and I, we've been racing each other probably for almost 10 years now. And I mean, whenever I see him in my rearview mirror, it's a good feeling when he's back there. But yeah, he gets me a little bit. He's super fast, and definitely throughout that middle part of the race, he was just super consistent on the long run. So I thought there with about 40 laps to go, if we'd gone green, I was really concerned. But it seemed like he always got the outside line on the restart, and that always favored me because outside line, if you were with someone who'd taken 2 tires, you might be able to get around him on the high side, but it's a tough pass even then. So it really favored me all there at the end, and it was all due to that pit stop.
Yeah, without a doubt, we saw that pit stall come into big play for you there. Like I was telling Trey earlier when you look back at this, it's going to be, well, you got the pole, led a lot of laps, and won the race. It was easy night for you, no strategy involved at all.
There was a point early on in the race where I stayed out on older tires, and a whole bunch of people came down. Paul Ross came down, and he put me under a lot of pressure. I think it was the very first pit stop after about 20 laps on their tires, and I had 20 laps on my tires, and I was just able to hold off Paul before a yellow came out, but he was definitely faster than I was on those older tires. So there was a little bit of strategy there. I kind of wanted to see what track position bought you, and it bought you a lot. So I think that kind of factored in trying to play the race backwards, much like you do a road course in that kind of situation.
Oh, there we go again, Matt. Road course talk.
I'm telling you, I know, Thomas, you don't want to believe this, but I think Martinsville, the road courses transfer a lot there.
I think you're smoking some hippie lettuce or something on that one.
Left-handed cigarette, maybe?
The devil's lettuce.
I gotta say, it really is like a road course. I think with the way the car was so tight tonight, I even said it to a couple guys mid-race that it was just like driving one of the Mazdas at Laguna Seca, because the car was just so tight. You really had to let the car sit in the corner, keep it off the gas, and slam the gas up off. And it had a lot of grip, enough to do so throughout the entire run. And as the run played out, we wouldn't hit the chip down the front straightaway as much towards the end of the run, and that really made passing difficult, though, early in the run with hitting the chip. You really had to dive bomb and help and hope the car doesn't chatter the tires, because that was also a problem. I know I locked up the left front a couple times throughout the race, maybe 2 or 3 times, just trying to get into turn 1 or turn 3 as hard as I can, because it's just like a hairpin at a road course.
All right, Peter. As you may or may not know, I like to take questions from the crowd. People that are out there in Chatland watching the broadcast. And it seems that the overwhelming question tonight from our viewers were, how did you survive high school with a name like yours?
I think every broadcast race I've ever been in, this has been brought up. I remember back, I did a race probably almost 10 years ago now, and it was at Daytona, and someone said, whenever you go to a doctor and you have to put your last name first, and your name's short Peter, how does that play out? Well, I went to a small high school. Everyone knew me, so yeah, I mean, people made jokes about it, but I make jokes about it too. So it's just the name I was given. So.
Well, you definitely didn't come up short tonight. Fastest in practice, set on the pole, won the race. They can say what they want to, but as Wendell likes to say, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
10-4 with that one. Gotta put a plug in for my B car, Raising Cane's. They make the best chicken for those chicken dinners.
Ooh. All right, Peter. Great run tonight. We look forward to seeing you next week, buddy. Have a good one.
All right, quick shout out, Race. I missed you earlier, bud. I love you.
All right, fellas. That should have.
There you have it.
There you have it. Oh, do we want to talk to Drew Eisenman or just nah?
I think we should probably let that simmer a little bit, Trey.
All right.
We'll come back to that next week in the V cars at Atlanta and see if they still hold any grudges.
We could always come to that on Twitter.
Ooh.
Very true.
Oh.
Well, I am known for stirring up stuff on Twitter. As it seemed I got quite the reaction to one of my replies last night. If you have a certain amount of incidents, we don't let you in the post-race party.
No, and another thing you'll notice with us, we will call you out on it too. And by we, I mean Trey.
He is very good at that.
Pretty much.
But we have Trey's back.
Until we don't.
Well, I got you back, Trey.
Legally.
I got you, bro. Well, gentlemen, this race, I can honestly say a little bit better than the previous race here at Martinsville. But where do we go Sunday night?
Sunday. We're at the High Banks Fast Speed, abuse the crap out of your tires, Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Hot Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta.
All right, well, join us there Sunday night.
And Monday night.
And Monday night as well, but particularly Sunday, because then we'll tell you Sunday to join us Monday. Sunday night, we put the screen up at 9:45. We bring you live action at 10. And if I'm not mistaken, you're going to be stuck with us four again. Thomas Morse, Trey Landry, Matt Kingston. I'm Wendell. Thanks for hanging out tonight. We'll see you again next Sunday.
See ya!